Okay guys, we got our Husky bin here. I have it home, and the easiest thing to do is, I think I'm going to break it open. We'll do one row at a time, or a bin at a time. So I'll open this up, we'll do the front bin first. I'll tell you what's inside, or show you what's inside, and then we'll do that until completion. And then of course, as always, these things are in constant update and swapping out of items, so your comments definitely help me, and then they help everyone else in the YouTube/prepping community put together, an optimal unit for themselves. And again, based on where you live, what region of the country, you may want to swap some items out, not include certain things. So let's open this up and take a look at what's inside. All right, the front of this unit has a large, long storage area. I won't go into a lot of detail on what's here, but you guys can see we've got a green glow stick. I've got over 50 feet of cordage. This is not paracord. This is that spool that you buy in Home Depot, and very good for erecting a quick shelter or whatever else you need it for. It's lightweight, and it doesn't break really easy. It's really good cordage. Again, it comes in different colors in like a Home Depot or Lowe's. So we got cordage, we got a snap light. I've got my Martini knife, an excellent choice for this type of kit. This is a good all-around bushcraft camping knife. I've got a nice file with smooth and rough teeth on it, both sides, and you could always use a file, and that's in there. I've got two size water bags from Sawyer for water collection and purification purposes. I've got my Sawyer, large Sawyer. I have a video on this. This does 1 million gallons of water, and again, it's compatible with those squeeze bottles. And so that's in here with the cleaning plunger and everything needed for acquiring water. And then lastly, in this front case is my foldable wood burning stove. And again, I said I had a video on this. I won't take this stove out, but I will include the video showing how this works. It's a stove that's under, I think it's 12 or 15 bucks. It's not exactly super lightweight, but it does work. Will accept a pot or a canteen cup at the top, and so it can enable you to cook out in the field. I think that's important to have. So there's our front row, guys, of this kit right here, and these were the items stored in that front row. Okay, I repackaged the items in the front row. Now we'll move to the next bin, working this way here from the right around. I have a SOL Survival Medic Kit. This is unopened, and this has signaling, fire making, emergency Mylar blanket, duct tape, instructions. And so this, I think, is a good, or something like this is a great addition. Also, this includes some basic first aid supplies. Next, I have an extra bag, cinch sack from my DD hammock. I bought several of these extra, and I keep them in kits. This is good if you have to go collect firewood or light tinder. You have somewhere to carry it in, and just a bag to store something, carry something, I think is important to have. Next up, a sewing kit, complete with needles, pins, threads. There's your needles. Also a measuring tape. Just one of those little kits you buy in the grocery store. $3 to $5. Definitely save. Definitely come in handy in the field. Next up in this kit is my Eaton radio, weather radio, AM/FM, solar, crank charge, USB, light. So I think that fit into this kit, and so I think that's important to have ability to listen to what's going on. And then there's the included cable. I keep that in a separate bag. That's what comes with it. And just to let you know, guys, this is how this bin works. This is the bin that these items are in right here. So again, some are they're different sizes, and so those items fit here. Next up, this smaller bin here at the top, and make sure you guys can see it, and just a contact lens holder. I've got some shampoo, box of matches, some fishing instructions. These are just keychain loops that you put on your keychain. A couple of razors, a couple of shaving razors. Again, hygiene is the thought here. Tweezers, pulling out ticks or stings or whatever. These are tweezers sealed up. Sunblock, you need it down here in South Florida. Some toothpaste and a cigarette lighter. That's in that bin. Okay, just laying on top of the bin, I got a little heavy-duty bag here with some bandages in it. Again, quick access to a Band-Aid, bandage. I just have it laying on top of the kit here, just like that. Put that aside. I've got a Randall's Adventure survival card here. Just goes over some survival tips, and on the back, again, there are tips and some signaling areas, and there's also a little ruler. That's on the top here. Again, a bandana right on the top, easy to grab. We'll put those aside. And now we'll move to our next bin, which is right here. Notice I repacked those other bins back up. Okay, this is a splinter out kit. Everything you need to do to remove a splinter that you get in the field. I've got my River Rock headlamp, and this light goes in blue, green, red, and then also it does signal, and then it has a couple settings for brightness and signaling here. Great little headlamp by River Rock. I've got a video on this, and that stays in the kit. Again, now there's my light source. A couple of 6 MicroPure water purification tablets, and again, I've noticed I've put the expiration date on there just so I know when I break this kit up. These go in different kits, and I like to know when these expire because I do like to change these out when they expire. Again, a couple of off botanical mosquito wipe you could put on. There's 4 of them in there. And then I had these water purification tablets right there, potable aqua. Those are in there. And that's that bin. Moving on to the next bin. Just guys, this is just an example. I got a deodorant in there. May choose to keep that in or take that out. I've got some Army, the hexamine fire making tablets. You could put it like on an Esbit stove. I've got some bunch of dryer lint stuffed in a medicine bottle or prescription bottle. And then I have my little Husky, or excuse me, Lansky puck for sharpening the knife that I'm carrying. That fits conveniently right in there. And then that's that bin. Moving on to this center bin here, one back from the front. I've got 5 or 6 pairs of medical gloves right here sealed up in this bag. And then I've got in this heavy duty bag, I have a Aurora fire starter. I've got survival matches, and I have my survival lighter. All 3 to make fire. I believe that making fire is super important, and having numerous ways to make it is of utmost importance. So let's move on to the last 3 bins, which are 1, 2, and 3. We'll start in the back. I've got a pen, just a good moleskin book for taking notes. Again, pen and moleskin book. Box of tissue that can be used for toilet paper. I have some extra filters for my a carbon filter and an ultra filter for one of my water purification straws. in here. These are backups because the original is in my backpack or go bag, and more than likely that will be with me also in that event. So I have some backup filters for that filter. And this is just instructions on the filter system. Again, this is the Renovo system. So I just kept the instructions there. They don't take up any room. I've got a spork for eating. I've got a larger set of tweezers in there. And then I have a heavy duty plastic flask that can be used for holding anything. Again, you could put a fishing kit in here. You could put some pool shock in here and carry enough to purify thousands or actually hundreds of gallons of water. If you put some pool shock in this and carry it with you, there you go. You've got some backup now to purify your water. So that's the larger bin back here. Moving along to these last two bins, just a bunch of Duracell batteries, AAA, AA, a couple of 9 volts in here, a nice size roll of Gorilla Tape. Again, repairs, anything here with this tape is super, super strong. Along with duct tape, you're good to go. Okay, put that aside. And then a while back, I got these little, somebody sent me these that knew me. These are foldable duct tapes that somebody was giving away at a company picnic or something. And the guy that got them gave them to me. I have these in a bunch of kits. There's 3, 4, 5 in here. And again, it's flat duct tape, several feet on each one. You can never have too much tape and duct tape. And so our last bin, I've got a tincture of iodine. I've got, let's put that out here so I can grab this. I've got some signal, this is not tape, it's like just you could pull it off the roll, wrap it around a tree branch, and leave a trail of where you're going. Very good to have signal device. Again, this is the Swedish stove I was talking about. I've got several videos on my channel on this little thing. It works like an Esbit stove, super light. Takes an Esbit tablet, or also comes with these little circular tablets. They do work. I have videos of this stove in action. It does work. There's some people that say it's not Swedish, it's Norway or whatever. It doesn't matter to me. I bought it in the Army Navy store, and the thing works with a canteen cup or small camping cup. Again, excellent source for cooking. Then I just have an Altoids tin that I made up a while back, and that's got a dryer lint, a little folding knife, a tampon, a bunch of other things. I think some Band-Aids at the bottom, a cigarette lighter, a pencil. This is just a little Altoid tin survival kit. I have many of these kits that I made up and then secured down with a Ranger band. So guys, that's my Husky bin. Again, I'll put the video of my last review on this. I think this is a nice little kit to have handy in the vehicle, at home, at the office. Like I said in the beginning of the video, just a really good system. These are not expensive. I think they're about 10 or 12 bucks in Home Depot or Lowe's. And you could use your imagination with them. Make one for each person in your family that has a vehicle. Throw it in there, and it's always in there, and it's see-through, easy to look at, easy to grab and go, and it won't get crushed amongst other stuff around your house or in your vehicle. So let me know what you think, guys, whatever you think should be added. Appreciate your comments and your subscriptions and all the knowledge that's out there. Thanks for sharing it. And again, that's what makes this community, this prepping community, successful. People sharing ideas and simple things like this can really be a lifesaver when needed. Thanks for watching, guys. Remember, stay ready. Anthony signing off.